Hey Aquarius, so you guys, I am doing a cosmic brownie points read. This is all about planting seeds, so that you can improve your life and get some karmic rewards, some karmic bonus points. All right, you're gonna know this is your read by areas of concentrated growth, and that might be recognized or unrecognized energy. So check your other placements, you guys, if you feel drawn to. And if you're new, welcome. I do hope you guys will subscribe if you like my energy. All right, so we're going to start with an oracle card, and I'm just going to pull one now to see what message you need to hear. And you guys are coming through with where am I with my health goals? Where do I want to be? Why am I not there? What will it take for me to feel well? And we have, if my body could talk, it would say blank. All right, feed your body. Today's soul action is to feed your body what it needs to feel nourished, appreciated, and loved. Make some new exciting goals to take your health to the next level. And that could just be, a side note challenge for you guys. Sometimes we just kind of feel like blah, and it's hard for us to feel positive in other ways of our day to day if we're feeling kind of blah. So I feel like that's kind of a side note. I don't know that it's going to resonate with this read. It could just be telling you it's time for you to step it up a notch. All right. So, anyways, Aquarius, I'm going to pull some major arcana and we're going to see where your concentrated growth has been. All right. So, your concentrated growth, Aquarius, you guys are coming through with the Emperor. And I feel for many of you, it does not matter if you are a man or a woman. I feel like this is touching on the divine masculine. All right. This right here is the angel of wisdom, stepping into order, truth, honesty, being the leader of your life. All right. No longer kind of following the lead, especially when it comes to the romantic aspects. It doesn't matter if you're partnered or not. All right. But this right here, I just kind of feel like is stepping into more of a divine role when it comes to your life, your divine purpose, your authenticity, your true nature. All right, and I feel like that's what you're stepping into. That's what you're showing us. The full card, Angel of Innocence, new beginnings. So, are you guys on a soul purposed path? Something is sparking you to move forward, and I feel like it's more about the version of your true, authentic nature. All right, this right here is embracing changes to come. This so in the past, you know how we get stagnant and we don't like changes. We're comfort, like where we stay comfort where we're at. But now it's like, no, that lifestyle was not for me. Now it's all about I'm ready to pave my path. I'm ready to fulfill my destiny. What am I here for? Look at that. The angel of happiness. Yes, look at this. You got the angel of innocence and happiness. You got the full card with the sun card. You're stepping into your divine purpose in life and it's making you happy. It doesn't matter who's here right now and who's not here. You're learning to go with the flow. This right here is like, wow, why didn't I step into this a long time ago? But you weren't ready. We weren't ready yet, right? So that's really beautiful. The concentrated growth is just taking life by the reins. No longer stagnant. You're no longer complacent. Right here, moving into true happiness. All right. And it could be too that you guys, with the Emperor card coming through, I got to touch on that again because I almost feel for some of you, you could have always kind of let relationships, especially that of romance, or it doesn't have to be, let me take it back, friendships, relationships, romantic, family, I feel like all aspects, it could have been that you were always the one trying to make everybody happy. And all it was doing was taken from yourself. It was deducting your energy. So now it's like, no, 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 right? Stepping into your authentic power. Okay, so let's just see what your positive life experiences have been. The positive life experiences for you. Cards have been pre-shuffled. All right. Wow. So here, look at this. I mean, this card, I've never used this deck. I have shuffled it. I've played with it before just for myself. I'm going to say this card has dropped on every single read I've done so far. Futility, the Seven of Swords coming through, the positive life experiences. You have embraced every negative aspect. Why is this happening? You've replaced why is this happening to me with essentially what can I learn from this? Right? The Seven of Swords is being you've been dealt a shitty hand when it comes to liars, cheaters, manipulators, and users. But you do not let that negatively affect you because you know now that these areas of life that have impeded your growth were stepping stones to get where you are, right? Look at this. We have the Nine of Cups. You know what? It does not matter what has happened. I know I've grown and I've learned lessons. All right. You look at life. I gotta say, the majority of you, I feel, is like a glass half full type of personality. But at the same time, being realistic. Okay. Being realistic about what life has put you through, where you've gone, where you've transitioned. It's almost like who I'm talking to. It's like you don't feel sorry for people. You don't feel sorry for people because you've been through it too. All right. You might have compassion for people, but it's up to everybody, the individual person, to step into their growth. That's what you've done. And you should be very proud of yourself. We have the Hermit card, which is an epiphany, a light bulb, a major transition. And I do feel like it's on the spiritual, the path that you've stepped into. All right. So let's just see what types of energy you attract. The energies that you attract. Aquarius. What do you attract? We have the Three of Disc. We got works. All right. I'm going to come back to that card. We have the Queen of Disc. This is positive. All right. And we have, the Nine of Wands. So cruelty. Nine of Swords, excuse me. Cruelty. Okay. So with this energy right here, what I kind of feel is you tend to build honest, positive. You tend to be honest and positive in building your relationships. But I kind of feel what your experiences have been with people is that they left you and not out in the cold, not abandoned, not rejected. And if even if they did, it's like you go right back into independent mode. I don't need you. I can do everything myself. All right. And I kind of feel like the energies that you attract are people that might even try to grasp onto that independence, your self-sufficiency, maybe even users. And that could be why this Nine of Swords is coming through, because I see a very highly independent person who's very nurturing, very practical, very, very independent. All right. A working parent, somebody who does take on self-love, self-care. But what I kind of feel is that people, I feel like the nurturing aspects are coming through the most prominent with this Queen of Disc. And I feel like people come through with, and I kind of feel like they come through with the emphasis on friendship or romance or whatever it is, however you connect. But I feel like there's a side note. There's always a side note to many of the connections that you've had. All right, the Nine of Swords is people who are basically they this is cruel energy right here. This is people who have left you hanging. This is people who have made you depressed, made you worry, filled you up with anxiety because you don't know where things are gonna go. I just kind of feel like it's really hard to live in the moment with the energies that you've dealt with when it comes to people entering your life. All right. I feel like for the energy you attract is a lot of people too who have a depression, who have anxiety, who have fear. All right. And I feel like you attract them because of your nature. All right. It doesn't mean that every single one of them is bad, but I feel like you do attract a lot of people with hurt and wounds and pains that don't know how to alleviate them from themselves. They see your light and it's like a moth to a flame. All right. I need your friendship. I want your friendship. I want you in my life. I'm going to come over here. But I really feel like you attract a lot of hurt people, and empaths do that because we have a certain light about us that just says, okay, here, let me take pity on you and let me comfort you. And sometimes it deducts from ourselves. All right. So let's just see what you can do to protect yourself from these hurt people, the wounded people that approach you, that are attracted to you, whether it's physically or energetically. All right. So what you can do to protect yourself, we have the Ace of Disc right here. This is transformation, it's new beginnings, and it's commitment. All right. What kind of life do you want? I feel like you're kind of moving out of the you're moving out of this era, Aquarius. All right. So advice to protect yourself. I kind of feel like this new beginning and this new chapter is maybe breaking away from those, especially when they come to just kind of deplete your energy. We have Temperance card coming through. All right. And this is just having understanding and patience, but not being afraid to move away. All right. To move away from these people and kind of send them on their way to their own new path. We have Strife coming through. I just kind of feel like if the energy is not befitting to you, if they're bringing you strife, if they're bringing you chaos, drama is a really, really good word to use with the Five of Wands. It's like loving them from afar, you know. Don't be afraid to make new moves elsewhere, and just love them, love these people and energies at a distance. You can love them, you can forgive them, but you can also do that at a distance. And I kind of feel like this is saying just, you know, you have better things coming to you, and you need to kind of walk with that purpose that sometimes the energy we attract does not necessarily mean that they're meant to stay in our life. Sometimes it's a test. Sometimes it's just people trying to see what they can feed off of us. All right. So instead of allowing these energies into your life, let's see what kind of seeds you can plant to help them grow, or just to help the energies around you grow. The seeds you can plant. Don't be afraid to move away from somebody, especially when they're bringing you drama. I feel like you have a purpose that should be so much more solid and stable for you, and you know that. That's why you're in this positive energy. All right, so don't be afraid to take action. Like I almost feel like this is like something that you don't do, and that Ace of Disc is saying no. Be committed to yourself and move away from those energies that are they're vampires, right? Don't be afraid to commit to yourself and move away from those energies that just want to take. All right. So the seeds you can plant, we have luxury, sorry, coming through, with the Four of Cups. This right here, it's luxury, but it's like having this understanding that once we're in the energy mindset of, um, we are abundant, we are resourceful, you know, don't look at everything as a missed opportunity. Don't be so low on yourself. Don't be, that, you know, and it's not like a lot of people go through different experiences. So we have to be empathetic, right, towards these people. We have to be compassionate. We can't just be a hard nose, right? And be like, oh, snap out of it. But what I'm going to say is, I feel like you have the ability to instill in people that not everything is something that you missed. You don't need all of these situations, these people, these places, these things in your life. Not everything is an opportunity, all right, coming towards you. And sometimes maybe it's a luxury, all right, to have missed, all right, on missed out on certain people, places, and things and situations. All right, and I feel like you can resonate with that in some way, shape, or form. You don't need to take in every stray dog or every stray cat that you see. You know what I mean? I know that's probably a horrible reference when it comes to human beings, but you don't have to accept every single thing that comes your way. All right, and these people need to ask themselves, why are they miserable? Why are they still in the drama-fied type of energy field? You know, why? How can you unstuck yourself, right? And I feel like you have that gift. We have the Queen of Swords coming through. All right. Seeds you can plant. Look at this. It came in reverse. Moving away from people who don't do you a service. How many are you? You know, what's the cold hearted influence around you? How many manipulators are around you? All right. It's time to move away from those people who are keeping you in the drought, right? I just kind of feel like you've dealt with energy of the Queen of Swords in reverse, which is a cold-hearted, manipulative person, somebody who's very over-emotional. If I don't get what I want, you know, I'm gonna throw a fit, you know. And I just kind of feel like you can, with the drama and the people that come through, they obviously suffer from some sort of pain and hurt, and it could be the energies around them. So how can you move away from those energies? How have you moved away from the negative aspects in your life? All right, because just because these people are attracted to you don't mean that you hang out with them. But you probably ask yourself, why are these people coming towards me? Like, I don't hang out with them, I don't do anything, I'm not actively seeking this type of energy, right? We have the Prince of Cups, when it comes to planting seeds, showing people their creative side. All right, the youthful side, bringing back the childlike, you know, inspiration. You know, how intuitive are you? All right, this is an intuitive card. It's somebody who's seeking new ideas. It's somebody who's very curious when it comes to life, and they have a thirst, all right, for knowledge. You know, and I just feel like what you're being told here is to kind of it's reinstilling or implementing inside of people that whatever they're kind of going through, you know, there's bigger and better and brighter ways, right? So let's just see through the seeds, and you know, these are ideas, you guys. So let's just see what these people have can potentially gain from you by you planting seeds, what they can gain from you. All right, so let's just see. We got lust coming through, which is strength. All right. So it's like reinstilling strength and favor into oneself. All right. So this is like hope. This right here is security.
Mom,
Can you wait like 5 minutes? I'll be right out.
my computer's gonna die.
Okay. I'll be right out in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, this is strength. This is resilience. Like, you don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to be, and a lot of times these people come to and they're like in a negative energy or have a negative mindset. It's because they are holding on their own. They're holding on to their own. So how do you get out of that? How did you step into these roles right here? And how can you help implement that with these people that come towards you? All right. We have the Five of Swords, which is defeat. But where there is defeat, there is reconciliation. Waving the white flag, surrendering. Okay, this right here is my new purpose. This is right here is where I'm gonna go. All right, where there is conflict, there's always reconciliation coming through with this Five of Swords, and I feel like these energies are gonna have a whole new perception. All right, on how you can plant seeds, and then we have the Ten of Wands. All right, which is the Ten of Swords. Sorry, ruins, um, which is basically closing the door, closing the chapter on the past. All right, this right here is ruin, but what I'm going to say as far as gains, you guys know with the Ten of Swords has the potential to be very, very positive because it's like the worst of the worst is over and now it's time to start a new chapter. Tens are about endings, especially the Ten of Swords. You've been through it, but you're not going to be held down. You're not going to be tied up. You're not going to be, um, it's not who you are. All right, it's time to face who you are now. And I feel like that's the gift you're going to be giving people. So let's just see what, with all of this information, what karmic rewards are coming to you, what karmic positive points are coming towards you. All right, so what do we got? This Knight of Wands, which is action. All right, this is energy, it's passion, it's inspired action, it's adventurous. This right here is a really, really positive card, just taking your energy, taking yourself to new levels. The more passion, the more inspiration you put out there, the further it comes back to you, the more it comes back to you in ultimate abundance. All right, you have the Seven of Wands coming through with valor. This right here is, hey, it's me time now. It's my time to accelerate, it's my time to expand. And this right here is also it's very much coming into this mode of defending yourself, your truth, your purpose. All right, no longer, this right here is like the Seven of Wands. You're staving everybody away from you who doesn't belong, but you can still plant seeds. I do that, you guys, through my social media accounts. Everybody wants to connect, everybody wants to talk, but I don't have time, and I don't have the patience for a lot of people, especially when we're not on the same path. And that to me is sticking up for myself. But I still, I won't go out of my way to delete people or anything like that. But I always planting a seed. Okay, always planting seeds. Look at this, we have the Six of Disc, which is success. All right, you got success, you got balance coming to you in very, very strong ways, and you got healing, you got truce coming through. And I feel like the truce is within yourself, and I feel like you've already activated that essence. This is healing, it's a meditative state of mind. And I kind of feel like with the Four of Swords, whenever I see it, it's more about kind of bringing in, like, what can you do to heal and what can you call in to grow. All right, and I feel like that's what the Four of Swords recognizes. I always look at that like I do the Hermit card, which is a spiritual epiphany, more information, more awakening. All right, so we're gonna see where the next phase of your journey is going, where you are gonna be led on the next part of your journey. Aquarius, what do we have? The Star card coming through. Angel of Hope, you got abundance coming through. You got wishes, dreams, hopes, desires, whatever you can put out there. All right. And the more positive energy you put out, the more you can promote yourself. Hey, I've been through the ringer, but this is where I'm going. The more you can give, and take, you got to release those people that are kind of negative energy vampires. You might want to help them, but you know what? You're not doing yourself a service. You got to be a service to yourself and of others. You can't just be a service to other people, especially people who energetically drain you. All right. You have to be firm. You do have to be firm. But look at that. The next phase of your life is all about wishes, dreams, hopes, aspirations, whatever it is you're trying to call in. You guys are granted that. And you got Strength card coming through with the Angel of Courage. All right. So stay hopeful, stay in your power, you guys. And it's like where you have been, what you've seen, you're definitely coming through. Like, it's like prevailing. Like, you are going to be the epitome of everybody that attracts to you, everybody that's drawn to you and your energy. You're going to be like, if I can do it, you can do it. And the rewards just keep coming and coming, you guys. I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius.